Grum, you see a Goliath woman. She's got many wrinkles, but she is very much a Goliath. She comes out and she goes, "Took you long enough. Come. Bring the tribe. Come."
Grum, it's an old woman, you.
Grum puts a hand out in front of you, Tobin, to kind of keep you from stepping past him. And he says he addresses the elderly Goliath over there, saying in a very firm tone of voice, he says, "Tell us your name, woman."
"I am Alia, tent mother to all Goliath. Come, my son, come." All right, into Wave Echo Cave. Last week, you all made a little bit of headway. You made a deal with the Black Spider after he left to allow basically them to get away unscathed in return for Nundro, one of the Rockseeker Brothers, the dwarf who sits in the room with you now, in return for his life. And as far as everybody can tell, that deal has been kept. You have freed Nundro, and the little dwarf is squirming around saying, "You should have killed the bastards! You should have killed all the bastards!"
Okay.
And that's where we will pick it up.
We killed some of the bastards.
Well, he's not here anymore.
There's really not much
that would
there
be
that
interesting
hasn't
to you.
been plundered. There's no gold. There's his clothes. He was really left for you guys to find without anything.
We put up our dukes and then he left.
Yeah, he promised not to kill you, and then
It
he
is
left.
just him for the moment.
Yeah, basically.
As you
You're welcome,
untie
by the
him,
way.
he stretches his arms real wide and looks at you and says,
No,
"You killed
we
the
didn't.
bastards, right? All of them. None of them are left."
Look, man, we weighed the options and we realized a lot of people would be
You
very
at
mad
least
at
took
us
out
if we let
the
you
one
die.
with the staff, the Spider-Man.
Aww.
Nundro,
I
understand
can't
you've
believe
been here
it. You
for a
got
while
him
and you have to
right in
leave,
his
but
ugly
can you
face.
put
Describe
make
it
a
all
different
to me.
euphemism for it?
That's great.
Okay, Nundro. Nundro sits up after you free him and says, "Don't get me wrong. I'm thanking you. But you probably should have killed him."
Yeah, I agree.
Here.
But we didn't. We'll kill him next time.
Yeah, we're gonna find it. We get the feeling that this is all far from over.
As everybody talks, the door bursts open and another dwarf Rockseeker bursts in. He's got a mace in one hand and fist in the air and says, "Let's get 'em all!" He looks around and he goes, "You got him!
No, but
Good job, everybody."
we would have if you came in here with this same enthusiasm about 20 minutes ago.
He nods and he looks at Nundro and he says, "Well, at least you saved the little one." And Nundro, you can see his head kind of twist at the little one, almost like it's a mocking childhood comment.
Sorry we couldn't save your other brother.
Gundren looks over, because this is the first time he's heard of it, and he goes, "So we only got the one left, huh?"
As far as we've found so far in the cave here.
Echo, as you talk, he looks over to your cloak of protection and he nods and he goes, I'd know it anywhere.
I'm going to take it off and hand it back.
As you do, he takes it in his hands and he ruffles his fingers through it. And you can tell there's emotion there. There's no tears. And he hands it back to you and he says, anybody that's braved this deserves this. And he gives it back to you.
Aw, Gundren. I'll make sure.
Now we have vengeance.
Yes.
Have to get
Yes,
vengeance.
it will see vengeance, I promise.
But matters at hand, have you found the forge?
I think it's just a couple rooms over.
Would you like to see it? See if it still works, if it functions.
Well, we know it still
Think of the
functions.
weapons we could forge.
I don't know. They were doing a lot of weird shit with it.
Pretty sure they made something.
Did they made something? I wonder if it still has its magical properties.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they found a piece of the obelisk while they were down here.
Gundren looks at you and says, what's that got to do with this?
Almost nothing.
Okay, so Gundren looks and says, I think we should check it out. See if anything's salvageable from the forge.
Great. There was a lot of
Can you guide the way?
There's a lot of stuff in here. We haven't cleared the whole cavern, so just be on your toes.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna pop out in this place.
He swings his mace around a couple times and he says, this place better watch out for me.
All right. You got first dibs on the first
he
next
motioned-
skull we see.
He motions to his brother and Nundro tries to get up and he kind of stumbles down. And Nundro says, you all should go on without me.
Oh, you can rest with Sildar.
Hey, Gundren, wasn't there a bunch of...
Nundro looks at you and says, you brought Sildar? That old son of a bitch! Where is he?
Oof. Ooh. You might want to sit down, buddy.
Yeah. First of all, Sildar is extremely brave.
Yeah. Very brave.
Yeah, damn right. One time I saw him take a group of 10 men on his own.
Ooh, didn't take that many.
Well, Tobin, oh my god.
How many did he take?
Well, we were ambushed by bugbears, and Sildar didn't make it.
20 bugbears. He was killed by 20 bugbears.
It took a lot of them.
Skull.
Both Rockseeker Brothers' chest pops up and said, I taught the bastard everything I knew about fighting.
Well, you taught him well.
It's a shame.
We are planning on taking him out with us so he can have a proper transition into the afterlife, whatever his particular needs are. So he's just back a couple rooms.
So what you saying is we're gonna get him, all the bugbears, one big funeral pile of him and all his victims.
Well, there's not many of the corpses left. We tried to feed him to a snake, so
Yeah.
don't worry about him.
We can burn them in effigy with him.
Gundren nods slowly left and right. Can I at least see the body?
Of course.
I'm hoping you'd carry it.
Well, I've carried Sildar many a times when he was living. Why not once more when he's dead? Am I right?
Bro,
Let's
For
go,
losing
buddy.
for losing someone so close to him, he's very lighthearted about it. God damn.
He's taking this like a champ.
Like, Grump lost Ripper and he's now depressed. This guy's just like, oh, he took them all on. It's all good. Let him see him.
Look, we didn't.
Go ahead and roll an insight check real quick.
These guys are like the fucking redneck veterans of dwarves. They're like, he went out like a champ.
Who's rolling insight?
Grum or whoever wants to try to get a feel for how Gundren is handling
I
this.
really want to get in on this. Okay. 18, not bad.
It's almost 15. Damn.
You're distracted, Grum.
Grum, yeah, your Ripper is still fresh. Fresh in your mind, burnt to a crisp in the next room over, though. Echo,
You get a pity advantage.
Echo, you've had enough experience in life. People that have seen a lot of battle just kind of take it differently. There's a dark sense of humor that is kind of a relief. Gundren, it kind of falls in that. It's not that he's sad or taking it well, it's that this is just his way of taking another warrior and an old friend passing away.
Okay.
I tell Gundren and Nunbro. I'm calling him Nunbro, by the way. Like, hey guys, I just to let you know, I'm gonna write a song, a great battle song about Sildar's bravery, about the 40 bugbears and the giant snake and the big elf spider. Hey, by the way, did you guys know that people fuck spiders down here? I saw a spider person, man. Like
Before anybody could even respond to that bit, Grum just very softly under his breath says, "Don't forget the zombies."
Zombies. There was zombies. Oh yeah. We better yet, Sildar helped us fight zombies who were fighting the bugbears. He said, "Let's just go get them all while they're all fighting." And dude, it was just a big Royal Rumble, man.
So, Nunbro looks at you and he says, "Let me get this straight. You see a Drider, and you're worried about zombies.
What the fuck is a Drider?
Ain't got nose. It's when you take a drow, and you take a spider, and the two fuck, you get a Drider.
I knew it.
Or something like that."
So
my
Tobin was
goodness.
right?
I was right.
Gundren looks at you and shakes his head like, "Don't admit he's right." He's like, "No."
I'm gonna nod back. Yeah, got it. You're right.
I look
So,
at the whole
does
group
Sildar-
like proud, and I'm like, I told you so many weird shit as a result of fucking.
So, to Sildar, right,
He
Gundren?
shakes his head sideways. Gundren looks and says, "Let's get to Sildar, then we can try to clear out the rest of the mine."
Like, hey, wasn't
Sounds
there
like
like
an
a bunch of other people outside this mine waiting to come in too, like an army or something like that?
Gundren looks at you and he says, "If we brought an army, notwithstanding you all are an army, we'd have to split profits with them. What kind of entrepreneur would do that?"
I wasn't aware we were getting commission.
"If we get that forge up and running, we'll all be rich men."
Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo! To the forge, to the forge! As Tobin bounces up and down like a cartoon rabbit.
Let's get Sildar's body back first. And Gundren puts his arm under Nundro's shoulder and starts to carrying him. He is limping along as they go. Where's the body?
In what we like to call the rec room.
The rec room.
So we wrecked a whole bunch of things.
I've wrecked a few rooms myself in my day.
Sildar's pretty wrecked.
But that's neither here nor there.
Sildar's pretty wrecked in this room, just FYI.
Y'all are absolutely filthy, and I love it.
Gundren and Nundro look at Sildar. From the gentle repose spell, he's still very serene. His skin's kind of got a glossy feel to it, all except for like the big hole that's slammed into the side of his head. Outside of that, he looks gently reposed.
I don't really care. I'm gonna go mourn Ripper. I hadn't had a chance to mourn him yet.
All right. As you step out that door, you see a very familiar green flame above the forge. It looks at you, hisses, and roll initiative.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, I'm so spell poor.
So am I.
I don't
Low
even
roll,
know
not
all of
correct.
the shit that I have available right now. Ooh, okay.
Okay, Echo, what did you have? 7?
Big ol' 7.
And Nyx, what did you
A 5.
get? All right, let's see how our friend Flameskull does. Ooh, it's too good. But not the best. Tobin, you happen to go first. You see this tiny little floating flame with a skull's face and fire in its eyes looking right at you.
First thing I do is I turn around and I moon it. Not only do I moon it, a little milk dud falls out too, and I kick it towards it.
Oh my god.
You kick a rabbit turd. Just do me a favor. Roll a dexterity check. With a 14, you hit right dead center of it, and you can see that as it's getting close, it incinerates and sizzles and just evaporates as it hits him.
And then I cast Dissonant Whispers on it. So that would be a Wisdom 14 save for it.
Let's see how it does.
Let's see.
Ooh, rolled off a nat 20 to an 8. What do we get?
So...
Ellen, what do you want?
Wait, what did it roll?
It rolled an 8, so it fails its save.
Alright. So it takes 10 psychic damage, and it must use its reaction if available to move as far away from me as it can, using the safest route.
Alright, so how much damage does it take there? 10 damage. Alright, and on a failed save, must immediately use its reaction. Is it a frightened effect?
It is. Let's see. I failed the reaction. Doesn't exactly say frightened. It just says.
Okay.
Just says it. I guess it's.
Well, it's frightened because it has to use movement to move away, as far away as possible.
Yeah.
It doesn't specify that it's a frightened effect, so since it doesn't specify, he's going to fly tail the other way.
That's it. It's frightened without being frightened.
Oh yeah,
I swear, sometimes D&D's a little like contradictive, but whatever. Take it in stride.
And the
Hey, if it doesn't say frightened, we'll give it to you guys as benefit.
And the effect I would do when I cast Dissonant Whispers is I do like this long, whisper that only it can hear. Like, if I catch you, I'm gonna use you to light my pipe for the rest of existence.
Damn, that's a pretty fucked up existence, man. I am fire, yet all I do is light weed.
And then after that, I casually turn around and saunter in. And I say, "Hey guys, Flame Skull's back," and point out.
Oh, as soon as you say that, Ripper stands up, and you can just see his eyes as if there's fire in them themselves. And he grips his axe like it's a death grip.
Oh, you mean Grum? Okay, I was really confused.
Yeah, you said Ripper at first, so we were like...
Sorry.
Oh, did I? Oh, my bad. I didn't even catch that.
You did.
My bad. Grum, I'm
fine.
sorry. I was looking at Ripper. He's right there.
Grum, as you feel the heckles on the back of your neck rise with that revelation, it's your turn to go.
Grum just runs in. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh.
Sorry, before the end of my turn, I said like... Flame Skull's back casually. I also throw a Bardic Inspiration on Grum. Sorry.
All right, Grum, you got inspired.
I'm gonna look up to see if I had any more.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And we're gonna dash 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm right here. Would I be able to see where it is?
Yeah, it's not a great line of sight, but you have line of sight on
There's
it.
like a few gaps within the machinery.
Yeah, it's the flame skull is floating above, really. It's really floating at eye level, and you have an okay line of sight. It's not the best, but it's certainly doable for an action.
Okay, now that being said, this is a block, right? This is barricaded. I can't go across, right?
You can get across that space. It would just be rough terrain for the movements. You just basically be just kind of putting your hand on and sliding over.
Okay, so I have 10 more movement. I'm going to move right there. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Action and movement. Yep.
All right, so this thing doesn't have to keep moving away. It just has to use its reaction to move away.
And Grum is alone with the gear.
Grum, you forgot to call it a
The
bonehead.
flame skull. Would you like to call the flame skull a bonehead?
Sure.
Opportunity.
All right, you call it a bonehead.
Or we can call him the hot topic, whatever.
And hot topic will go to about here to get a better line of sight on you. And then the familiar burst of flame from the back of its head. It sends fire rays towards you,
Oh,
Grum.
Lord.
I don't think a 16 hits. After the first barrage misses, it will make a second barrage. And 8 certainly won't hit. And it uses the rest of its movement to get a little bit north.
What's your AC?
Right now with my shield equipped, it's 19.
Damn. What is it? How do you usually get it to 17 as a barbarian?
I rolled pretty high stats, and I put them all into the important shit. You know, strength, dex, all that.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm actually actually, that's why I'm not a dumb barbarian either, because even my intelligence is a 12. Like, that's the lowest score I have.
Echo, Tobin has rushed in, announced the flame skull is back. Grum has rushed out. What do you do?
I'm going to call after Grum, and realizing that he's not listening, I'm going to look at Gundren and Nundro and tell them to watch out for the fireballs. And I'm going to take my dash as an action, or take my action as a dash. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Which will get me...
What path do you take? Alright, and from there you see the little flame skull floating above a little recess in the wall. And Nyx, Grum has now rushed out, Echo has rushed out. What would you like to do?
I have no idea.
Big same.
Okay. You can try to move towards it if you want, or you could move away from it.
I feel like everyone's slowly gonna go where the flame is.
Quote unquote, slowly.
Slowly.
That's where you're going.
I'm just gonna stop here.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. With that, Tobin, everybody has rushed out after you've rushed in.
Is that it? Is it my turn now?
It's back to your turn.
Gundren, like, hey, Gundren, Nundro, Flame Skull, you want to get on the action?
They look at you, and they're looking down at Sildar. They go, "Don't worry, we'll be out in a minute. We've got to take care of Sildar. Then you can see our big balls of flame." Ah!
So
Tobin
cute.
just casually starts. Tobin starts casually walking out of the room, and he muttering them to himself, like, "Oh, suddenly that enthusiasm starts to wane the moment, the big scary flame skull shows up." So I'm standing on top of this dead zombie.
All right, the zombie shuffles under you.
There, I'm just counting 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oof. Not much to really work with here. Wow, alright. Oof. There isn't really anything I can do. Yeah, everything's out of range for me, so I guess I will just dash and catch up to Grum.
All right.
Wait, come on. I always keep forgetting I have a magic flute that has spells and shit.
Use that magic.
Would you like to use your magic flute for one little toot?
Yeah.
I'm too childish for that. You can't, okay?
Damn. Guess I can't give Grum fly right now. I'm just gonna use one charge for protection from good and evil on myself.
Okay.
And then I'll dash over. Oh wait, no, I can't.
Alright.
Never mind, I can't. That was my action.
No. Yeah, no, using the instrument would qualify as an action.
Yep. Alright, then that's my turn.
Grum, you're at the vanguard.
Huzzah! Oh, there's plenty. So just really quick right there, that would be 10 feet, not 5.
Yeah, the extra little boost is kicking over the forge.
Okay, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 feet.
Okay, you start to get close to the flame skull. It hisses at your approach.
I just snarled right back, and I'm not gonna do it to roll intimidation. I'm just gonna snarl back and whip out my light crossbow and fire on the bitch.
Fire on that bitch. Ten does not hit. You do send an arrow into the recess behind it. You hear it clang or ding off the wall, and then fall to the floor.
Did it sound like maybe it, or did it look even maybe like it, like the wall moved or sounded like it moved?
So it's an open crevasse, so you can see the tunnel behind
Oh,
it.
okay.
The flames.
I think
You have anything
I
else?
was just gonna say to the party, I think Rum is gonna yell out to everyone else without really looking in a direction, just yell out so it echoes. That the flame skull looks like it's probably gonna go down another tunnel.
All right, as you say that, you see the little scorching fire rays come off the back of it and head right at you.
Like Joe, right? Oh,
Hits for a 23. And each of those little rays singes into you.
Mhm.
8 damage, not bad. And after the first barrage, you see them follow up again
Mhm.
No.
for a 19 to
Oh,
hit.
no.
No.
So for the second time, you're going to take some fire damage.
You have to.
This
live.
one's also not bad. You're going to take 6 points of damage. And the
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go
I was
ahead.
just gonna.
He's about ready to fly away.
So it was 2 attacks. Do I have to use my? Let me double check something first, really quick. Let me see where.
Stone's endurance.
I'm not gonna use it this time. Never mind my question. I'll take
Okay.
all that damage.
We will cross that bridge when he comes to
Right.
it. And little flame skull ducks behind and goes into the tunnel.
It's flying off.
All right. Echo.
All right. I can see that it left from this vantage point, right? It went around the corner.
You can see clearly now the skull is gone.
Look, you need to stop these puns. I'm not high and I'm still stupid.
No.
That's so clever. I love it. Bravo. Inspiration to the DM.
Right?
Hooray. My enemies get to roll with advantage.
Okay, I gotta look because I've already forgotten my. Oh, where is it? I'm so sorry. There it is. All right, so I'm gonna activate my Radiant Soul. So
Your real one or your in-game one? Just so we're
for
clear.
now, it's the in-game one, and for that, I will let you roll with advantage
Okay.
against Echo.
Damn.
I don't think I need to.
Birds and compliments all in one go. Wow. All right, so poof, wings come out, glimmering eyes, in the air, and I'm gonna move my 30 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, which would put me hovering over the forge, and
Okay.
I am gonna hold off on my bonus action. I'm gonna save that for a little bit. That's it.
Okay. Nix, everybody seems to be chasing this skull.
I guess I'll follow suit.
Alright, what path would you like to take?
I'm just gonna land about right here.
Okay, would you like to use the dash action to double your movement?
Nope, I'm just gonna steadily but slowly creep over to where they're at.
Slow and steady wins the race. I like it. I like
It doesn't
it a lot.
get lit on fire.
Tobin, Nix, and Echo have bunny hopped you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna do them one better. I'm gonna cast Fly on myself with my little Baklukin Bandor little dingleberry hopper.
Yay!
Fly.
Fire!
All right, just so you know, if you cast Fly, I believe that is also concentration. I think your protection from good and evil is too. So the charge from good and evil would be spent and gone, and you would now fly. You can only concentrate on one at a time.
That's right. I did not think about that. I forgot I have
But it's your option. I mean, you pick if you want to be the bunny with the highest hop.
The bunny with the highest hop. That's adorable.
Don't you have a jumping ability that kind of increases your movement, or is that something else?
No, I'm trying to find it. I still can't get used to finding out there is a species trait. I can jump 10 feet, but that's something more use. That's something to use if I need to get away out of opportunity attacks.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
No,
We have to back the emotions.
Okay. It's gonna keep making my way.
Tobin starts fiddling with the zombie underneath. It's a disturbing picture.
Tobin,
I'm
you
just
have to
gonna
wait
get
till
over-
later.
I'm actually gonna get over here by Echo and cast. Okay, great. Longstrider is in concentration. I'm gonna cast Longstrider on Echo and let her
Oh, gosh.
get around.
What is
real
that
quick.
thing?
And
Thanks,
give you 10
Toby.
extra feet of movement.
Ooh, excellent.
Extra what?
10 extra feet of movement.
Nice.
So now she can catch up quicker. Alright. That's me. I put my hand on your shoulder and I say, "Run, little rabbit, run."
Grum, speaking of catching up, what would you like to do?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Moving there. And
Okay.
see, we're gonna try and take another attack with the crossbow. And that's an 11, 16
right.
hit.
16 does hit this little flame
Yeah.
skull.
And that's gonna be, ooh, max damage, 11 piercing.
All right, you see Bones chip off this thing for the second time in your fighting career. All right, Grum, anything else?
I will shout back to the party. The cavern opens up into what appears to be like another lake or a puddle or something. There's water here, which would probably help in dousing a fucking flaming skull.
You would think.
Listen,
You would think.
yeah, you would think. Top of game, I already know. Shit, I hate you.
Jesus.
Grum, as you nearly break this thing in two, it begins to hiss very loudly. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Y'all are trying to give Echo a heart attack.
Oh no. Hold on. Bardic Inspiration. What is it? A D6,
Okay,
right?
go ahead.
Yep.
A D6.
Come on. Oh.
15 will work. You're still going to take half damage as this gigantic fireball rips out in front of you. Sure. Take 12 points of fire damage.
12?
And Yep. 12 is, it's 25 cut in half. Everybody sees a big gigantic fireball engulf this entire area, and a big blast of flame come up all over this way. In an event that you've experienced before. And there is a puff of cloud of smoke where Grum was standing. You can't clearly see him, and Flame Skull hisses away.
Grum is still standing though because he used his Stone's Endurance to reduce the damage by 5, so he took 7 fire damage. And that could be the last one.
All right, and Flame Skull is again out of sight. Echo.
So Echo screams. And I have a question about the Long Strider. If I use the dash action, is that an extra 10 feet? Or I only get the bonus once per turn?
I think you only get the bonus.
I would imagine you get the bonus once per turn, so it just a flat increase by 10. So you'd have 70 feet if your base speed is 30.
5, 10. Okay. I'm going to... Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna fly in here. And if I get close in this general area, can I see that Grum's still standing?
You get closer and closer, and you see the silhouette of our Goliath friend in the smoke. And not only can you see that he's standing, but his muscles are kind of like rippling with rage and anger and hatred. You very much recognize this.
Okay, so he's good. I'm gonna fly. I think this is my 70 right here.
All right. I'm going to show you just real quick. It's kind of like a little bit of an inland lake. The water kind of bobs up and down a little bit, like there could be fish or creatures living inside it.
Okay.
It looks like it opens up to a little inlet.
Okay. All right.
Nix, everybody flies past you very quickly. You're still on pace with Tobin, though.
Yay. Toby learned his lesson. Slow and steady wins the race.
I think that was the turtle's lesson, and it didn't go well for him.
Turtle dead, turtle dead.
Okay, Nick, so would you like to move at all?
Can I move to about right here?
Yeah, let's say you can. You get sight of Grum through the puff of smoke. It's slowly, and I mean slowly, kind of dissipating in that entranceway. And Nix, that's
Yes.
good, right? Tobin.
I am gonna dash straight over here next to Grum.
Okay, you get in through the smoke, and then you're next to Grum.
That's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
All right, Grum.
5 and next kind of 15, 20. I'm going to stop there at 20 for now. Just going to take the area in.
Alright, you get most of the same thing. You see the little wisp of flame from the flame skull going around another corner.
This chase grows ever so fucking tiresome.
Alright, Grum, anything else?
Is there any, like, loose rubble that I could pick up? Like a rock?
There's a lot of loose rocks on the ground, especially by the water
Okay,
line.
so, like, around here, 5, 10. Area.
Oh,
Great.
yeah.
I'm gonna pick up the biggest one
Yeah,
that I
definitely
can
around
find. That's like that I can still use one hand to pick up. But I'm just gonna throw it at the skull in absolute frustration and anger.
Okay, make an improvised attack. Well, make a dex.
Oh, the GM, yes, I win.
I mean, I'm sure that you would have been proficient somewhere along the line at throwing rocks.
Well, as a barbarian, I'm pretty much proficient with like all weapons. So I don't know.
This is like a cross between an improvised weapon and a sling.
Yeah, and like
make a dex check, and we'll add your proficiency bonus +2 to it.
Dex check per minute. Gonna be 12 in total. No, dex plus 3.
So
it's 15.
So it'll be 15, which it'll hit. Roll. It should be like your strength modifier. So we're just going to give it your strength modifier. It's going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and when the rock hits the skull, Rum is just let out this most thoroughly scream, and it'll be so loud that it probably would echo within the cavern. And then he's just going to kind of like take a knee right where he is.
All right, you take a knee.
And his head's just down.
And in a familiar barrage, you see wisp of green flame come from the back of this monster and head at you for a 23 to hit. Take 14 points of fire damage. And after the first hit lands, you immediately see a second barrage of green flame. I don't think 18 hits, so you think you're safe there. So they hit around you, and then in a very familiar scene, you see our flame skull friend disappear around the corner. All right, Echo. You see Grum take this massive hit of fire onto his body.
Yeah, I can't use stone endurance anymore, so that sucks.
All right.
And for the record, Grum looks a little bit bloodied up.
God, I keep forgetting about Lucky.
That was going to be my second question. All right. 5, 10. So we're going to land next to Grum. And I'm going to grab his shoulder and cast Healing Word at 2nd level. And let me roll that real quick. Ooh, a lot of ones. So 14.
That's still pretty
nice.
good.
That's exactly what I just took, so thank you.
And she's going to kind of get his attention, pull his face around. Do you want to keep going after this thing?
I think when she pulls Grum's face around, she'll see that his brow is kind of furrowed. and you can kind of see like he's struggling to maintain any composure right now. Yeah, it might not be the anime lip quivering whimper, but it's close enough. And in response to your question, he would just say, I think he would just shake his head, no.
No. Okay.
Right?
Glad I asked. Okay. So that was 10. Let's see. Okay. She's gonna pat his shoulder. 10, 20, 30. I'm gonna fly over here and try to look down the hallway. And I know I'm around the corner, but I'm just gonna kind of peek around and make sure it's not gonna come back for us.
You can't make a sense of whether it will or won't. There's a set of stairs that you can see going up.
Okay. So I'm just gonna land right there, kind of fold the wings, and just guard that tunnel.
All right, you are standing guard. Nyx, what would you like to do?
I am going to dash because it looks like everyone's moving fast now.
All right, so you're gonna double movement speed.
So I'm going to move to about right over here.
Okay, you get to that cave. There's a decent crash of the water onto the cave shore. Probably where this place gets its name, Wave Echo Cave, from. The water looks like it could also have something in it. Okay, Nyx, would you like to do anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Tobin.
Ooh, I'm going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm gonna cast. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Misty Step here.
All right. So as you poof into existence, you see a flame skull looking in your direction.
Ooh. One more spell slot, you little bastard.
It is a little bastard, isn't it?
We're gonna do another Dissonant Whispers on it. DC 14 Wisdom.
All right. It's going to fail.
Yeah, it takes 13 damage.
All right. More pieces of this thing break off, and it has to use its reaction to get out of there. If I'm correct.
Has to move as safely as possible, but it has to move just away from him. So basically, I don't think it would be able to go in this direction.
Far away.
No, it's not going to. It's not going to be able to run by him.
It has to go as far away as it can.
So, Echo, a little flame skull poofs back in front of you.
I also whispered to it, like,
Awesome.
wait till I show you. I haven't washed my bong in so long. Wait till I introduce you to it.
Bruh.
The green flame, which this thing is more flame than skull now. The green flame starts shooting straight up, almost like a little cheap butane lighter. Grum.
Like a crack lighter.
Fucking thick. That's it. Do I see the light? glowing from over there? Like, is it obvious?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that the flame skull has came back around this corner. You don't necessarily know why, but it has.
I think Grum's mind has changed a little bit. And, see where it's at. It's still too far away.
This thing does have a good amount of movement to it.
Okay, we're gonna move up to. We're gonna move up next to Echo, and he's just gonna say, it's still kind of solemn, but there's a little bit more gusto in his tone this time. But he still softly says, "Looks like the plan's changed," and he just kind of whips out that crossbow again and pulls the trigger, hoping that he doesn't miss. And he does, so he's gonna use a fucking luck point this time. And we're gonna roll another d20, and it says you can spend one to roll an additional d20, and you choose which die to use, but I don't think it adds your modifiers.
Let me see. You have 3 luck points per long rest whenever you make an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. You can spend 1 to roll an additional d20 and choose which die to use. So you can just re-roll the attack roll. Let's treat it like an advantage.
Okay. Alright, so crossbow going a second time. 15 hit?
You think that it should, it's dead on, but as it approaches, oh, actually, let me look at something here really closely.
Fucking do it.
Its reaction is spent, so it can't cast the shield spell as a reaction. So it tries to delve into itself, searching for some magical fiery well, and it can't find it because Tobin has stripped that from it.
Nice. Fuck yeah! And max damage again on the die roll. So take 11 points of piercing, stupid flaming skull.
As you hit into it, you see that the green flame bursts into a puff of smoke, and it is once again gone.
No, Grum goes right to it, grabs it, and chucks it into the water.
There's not really much to grab. You're grabbing bone fragments at this point, but you can fiercely chuck bone fragments into the water.
That's what we're doing.
And as you do, you see big tentacles pop up out of the water and splash down as a giant octopus surfaces and looks at you.
When did this turn into us entering the mines of Moria, damn it?
Here I am, way over here.
I know.
So, Tobin, you wouldn't necessarily know this is happening. We can stay in initiative order if you guys want, or we can re-roll initiative if you guys need to. Your choice. The giant octopus has not made an attack yet.
I'm good with just staying where we are in initiative if everybody else is.
I am.
Yep, me too.
I'm fine with it too.
All right. So, at the end of Grum's turn is Echo.
Okay. Awesome. So, let's see what I got here. Oh, I only have one more. I am going. This is so hard. All right, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at first level.
Okay. Or octopus.
Or octopus.
Poor octopus.
Let's-
Okay. All right. What do we get?
I'm gonna change my mind. I'm going to
Ooh.
hold.
You know you don't have. It's up to
No,
you.
no, 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 no. This is what my original plan was, and I got ahead of myself. I want to hold guiding bolt until it attacks someone.
Okay. So just so you know, if you're going to hold a magic spell, you still have to expend the slot.
Yes.
So you cast it now and you hold it. All right. Nyx, you see this octopus kind of floating and twirling about.
Well, it hasn't attacked.
What would you like to do?
I don't want to attack it because I don't want to make it angry.
Would you like to try to talk to it?
I don't know if I could talk to it because I don't think.
It's like talking to a puppy. You just, well, baby noises. You go, oh, you're so cute as an octopus.
Who's my
Octopi
little
are
pussy?
intelligent. Maybe not in D&D.
This one has a -3 modifier, so maybe.
Well, I mean, it's intelligent for a sea animal with no
Maybe.
bones. Okay,
Yeah. It's not a dolphin.
right.
Dolphins are
It
smart.
doesn't have sex for pleasure.
Do have a 2 for handling it, so we could ask what it wants and maybe avoid a battle.
Yeah. Well, how would you like to communicate? You just want to like talk to it, motion to it. If you want to try to communicate with it, roll an animal handling check as your action, and we'll see what happens.
Ooh.
Never would have thought speak with animals would come in handy.
Right?
Nyx, you have its attention. It kind of bobs towards you. What are you trying to get across to it?
We're not here to hurt you. We'd just like safe passage without harm.
With a hard no.
All right. Tobin, you aren't really aware of any of this, although from your vantage point, you probably would have seen the explosion that ended the flame skull.
Yeah. I would have went over and seen what.
Do me a favor real quick while you're in that area. Make a perception check.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh, great.
There's so much to this map that's still hidden too. Like shit.
You don't hear anything too much.
Yeah, I don't hear what's coming for me.
Just so you're aware, in that area, what you see while you're over there, there is a double set of doors here, single set here, and a stairway that leads down here in what is obviously a room further to the south.
Like, I make a note of that.
Right here.
I make a note of that, and then I say, yoink. Third dash action. And
Okay, you make it down the stairs.
I'm like, guys, how crazy was it when it died? I think that's like an action.
All right, the octopus slowly slims towards Echo to the edge, or slowly goes towards Nick, towards the edge of the water, and it kind of flops its tentacles on the rock, ducks back underneath to catch a breath of air, and then pops back up. Well, it doesn't pop back up, but it looks at you through the water. Grum.
I think Rum. Let's see how long. Alright, so Grum is going to, as soon as I can grab my token, there we go. 30 feet right there with a defensive pose and hold his turn. He's in a defensive pose clearly though. He's not taking any action. And he's gonna say, stay back, Nix. Don't let this thing touch you. Unless you get water cooties or something, I don't know.
Okay, you say water cooties. It looks up at you. Its big eyes from underneath the water. You feel like this thing is emotionally hurt by your words, Grum.
I didn't know I had bardic. What was that? Shit, cutting words.
You do, but they're the mundane kind. Echo.
They
Oh,
still
that's
cut,
great.
and they cut deep.
So now that a round has passed, my spell is gone, right?
If you haven't turned it, that slot is still gone. Unless you want to, you can keep your action to hold it, but to do any other action other than to fire it would lose the spell. But you can hold it and keep it, but you can't do another action with it.
Yeah, if I can still hold on to it, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna fly up here to this corner, and I'm just watching.
Okay. So we're going to extend that trigger. Nix, this thing has gotten as close to you as it could, and Grum is warning you of octopus cooties.
Okie dokie. Well, it hasn't attacked. It's still kind of friendly, correct?
It has not attacked. It really hasn't done anything except be there.
Maybe he's lonely.
What would you like to do?
Send him to hell with his friends.
Tobin. Be nice to the octopus that hasn't attacked us yet.
That's right.
Can I charm it?
If you could roll another animal handling check. Let me look specifically at because the spell is specifically charm person. It's not a humanoid, so the charm spell wouldn't work on it. You can baby talk it and do other animal handling checks.
Okay, I will baby talk my way past it.
All right, roll an animal handling check again.
This is great.
Man, I was doing great too.
It posture doesn't really seem to change. It just seems to lose interest in you, and it's now focusing closer to Grum.
Oh,
Poor Grum.
Tobin, it's your turn, and as it comes to you, you hear the Rockseeker Brothers yell, "What the hell are you doing? Get in here. We got the forge to fix."
We're killing shit, you lazy bums.
We're fixing shit.
And I do it, and oh wait, I yell it out in Dwarvish because I speak Dwarvish. Forgot about that. But in like a joking kind of mocking manner.
You jokingly mock the dwarfs.
most sarcastic dwarven speech you can imagine.
Then I walk around this corner, and the moment I see the octopus, I'm like, oh, holy shit. And then,
All right. What would you like to do?
I want to roll an animal handling check to see what this thing's demeanor is. Like, I see my people talking to it. I want to know if anything they're saying has any effect on it.
Yeah, you can roll an animal handling check, see what your sense of it is.
Ooh, I am senseless.
You can't get a good sense on it.
All right. Well, what do you say, guys? Ready for some octopus tonight?
When Odin says that, could I look at the rest of the party really quickly, and see what they say? Before my
yeah, you guys can have a second to talk.
Yeah, I would like to do that before my turn. That way I know what to do for it.
That's fine. The octopus does go before you, though.
Oh,
Right, but I did hold my turn. All I did was move.
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to try to get a sense of him.
All right, I got it.
So you can hold action, but not necessarily hold a whole turn.
Really?
Just so you know. Yeah, there's been different ways of play in the past. If you guys, I'm trying to think of how the new rule set does it, because this might be different from how I'm thinking. Because I know that you can potentially switch spots in initiative order, but I don't think you can hold the entire action of a turn. You can certainly hold an action. We can look it up later,
Either
though.
way, my turn is coming up soon regardless, so it wouldn't make...
Your turn is coming up
it would
soon.
make a huge bit of difference like that.
All right.
All right. What would you like to ask the group real quick?
Rather than verbally asking, I'm just kind of looking at them to see how they would respond to Tobin's last words.
How do you guys respond to the idea of octopus soup?
It was a joke. It was a joke, guys.
Well,
I actually got a better plan.
Echo looks really unsure, but she is holding a writhing ribbon of green energy in her hands, and she's still floating above the ground, just waiting.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
Grum. Oh, Tobin, you still have.
say what?
The animal handling the animal handling would have been your action there.
All right. Cool.
I think I know what you want to do, though.
Yep.
You'll have an opportunity to potentially do it soon, though.
Cool.
The octopus just kind of moves away underwater, circles. He doesn't duck down, but he's just kind of floating there. Grum?
I'm gonna kind of motion Nix to go back down the corridor. And then I'm gonna motion Echo and Tobin to follow as well before the octopus can come back and attack him. Because I'm sorry, but Grum is pretty much at half health right now. And yeah, he has no way of keeping himself healthy anymore.
I got you.
Like that. He's got one option, maybe. He's got one definite and a maybe, but that's it.
Okay. So you motioned for them. Would you like to move?
You can't hold your defense, so no, I'm going to maintain my defensive posture for now. Actually, you know what? I will move one space over, so I'm a little bit more centered.
All right. You can take the dodge action.
Oh,
then?
you know what? Yes, I can take a dodge action, yeah. So I will do that. I totally forgot about those actions.
Echo?
Okay, it looks like we're all leaving. I'm gonna kind of look around the group and make sure that's the vibe. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. So I guess as I fly by, I'm just gonna kind of nod to Tobin to maybe follow if he will. I'll stop here at 30 feet and tell Grum not to be long. And then I'm gonna dash, which will give me, let's see, that's 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And then I can get all the way out here.
Okay, you get there, you see the two dwarves underneath the forge fiddling around with something.
Just gonna fly there with my arms crossed and hope everybody listens together close.
All right, Nyx, do you listen?
I will follow suit.
All right, go ahead and move your token. And Tobin.
I'm gonna dash over, hop, 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 and say, "See you, Squidward," as I go by the octopus.
All right, Grum, the octopus looks at you, and there are these very big, sad eyes that nobody wants to play with the octopus. So he disappears underneath the water, and you can see the trail of him swimming away.
Poor octopus.
I know.
George was just
right?
lonely.
Then go back and play with it.
Poor George.
Oh my God! Its name is George now.
Let's. It's now officially
Yes.
George.
Yeah. Not gonna fuck with it, and he's gonna go follow the party 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, we're caught up.
Okay, we're good to drop out of initiative order. There is no visible threat.
Except for that,
The dwarves are.
except for that perception roll I did earlier, failed earlier.
Gundren looks out from under the forge and he yells at you guys. They took the magical bits. Can you guys search around for something else? Something that might make this thing go again?
You need to give us 10 minutes.
You need to get.
I'll give you an hour.
You're giving us 8 hours there, sport.
Right.
I'm gonna kind of motion everybody around, and I'm going.
Voice healer.
And then I'm gonna cast. Where'd it go? There it is. Prayer of Healing. And that is second level. So everybody gets. I don't think that's right. No, it is. Everybody gets 11 hit points back.
Yay.
Woo!
Woo.
Yay!
I can breathe.
Okay, so prayer of healing, to read it out, up to 5 creatures of your choice who remain within range for the spell's entire casting gain the benefits of a short rest. So anything that you guys would get back on a short rest, please take. That would also, let's say, give you guys the opportunity to roll additional hit dice for short rest. So in essence, take a short rest and take the healing points that Echo has provided you.
Thank you, Echo.
Thanks, Echo.
And I say that both in and out of character.
That's what clerics do. I will invite Nundro over if he wants in on this too.
Nundro limps over. Heal me right now. We got this. We're gonna break this place open. Heal me now.
Yes, sit down for 10 minutes, and I will.
He sits down and goes, all right. Gundren looks over and goes, slacker dwarf.
Fair enough. You can have him back in 10 minutes. He's mine for now.
You can keep him for longer if you want.
No, he's just a rental.
All right. You know about rental miles. Rode hard and all that.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
All right. At 10 minutes go by, nothing exciting happens. Anybody that's looking at the channel you're in, it looks like this was water powered at some point. There's a big water wheel in the channel. The channel's all dried up.
Oh, no.
See, maybe we should have befriended the octopus so he could have splashed some water over here.
I doubt it would have caused enough of a riptide, honestly, to reach over here and then flood throughout. Although, Grum might see something, and he's going to kind of like take a journey really quick. Anyone who wants to follow is much more than welcome. But Grum is taking a small trip this way. Yeah, thought so.
It just connects to the room above.
Now, this
one big
this
loop.
part right here. Hang on, let me get my pinger. Come on. This area, this particular section, it looks like the water is flowing from this direction. Come on. There we go. This direction. And then that. Is that correct?
So the way that this map would have to function to make sense is the flow of the water would have to hit here and then go this way.
So is it going
unless
uphill? It looks like it.
That's an interesting
Yeah,
question.
the way it's drawn,
these
it
maps
looks like
aren't
it's going uphill.
Yeah.
I guess, but it's because they don't really show an inlet in this room where the snake is, that I would assume that it would have to flow this way.
Right.
Nice.
Well, no. I'm
this
sorry to cut you off. No. Water always flows away from the pond or puddle or lake. So it actually would be coming from here, and then through physics would go that way. It would.
Yes.
And I can be convinced. That's fine.
If you
Sorry, I just
the water
remembered
is
some
flowing out
grade
that way.
school land science topic or whatever. Something I learned about rivers back in the day.
And if you if you trace like where the flow of the water was, and then like where the water wheel is, that little pathway, it looks like before this like little ditch area here was formed, that it used to just go across.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking.
Like that.
And then it would flow out to where the octopus is, into that lake or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can be convinced of such things. Yeah.
So shit. Either we have a couple of options. We can like move water, or we can search for magical objects, or do both. But they definitely need to give more descriptions about what magic objects they're talking about.
Gundren shrugs and says, well, first, what would you tell him / ask him?
Me?
Yeah, would you tell Gundren he needs to be more specific?
I think we all would, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Gundren would say, anything that makes the damn thing go.
Beautiful. Great.
What is the name of any specific parts that you could use? Give us an example.
Tobin, roll an insight check real quick.
I shall roll an insight check, and it shall be glorious.
Actually, everybody roll an insight. Tobin, roll with advantage.
Oh, okay, roll an advantage. I'll roll again. 17 and a 6. We'll go with that 17.
17's good.
22.
Everybody's pretty much high enough to realize that the magical thing that was powering this probably for a long time at the height of its youth was probably that obelisk shard that the black spider pulled out.
Fucking hell.
Can I reach into my pack? And I don't want to... Well, let me roll something real quick. Let's see. All right, I'm going to take out, right where I'm standing, I'm going to take out the shard that I have. I'm going to look at it.
And first, what are you trying to get a sense of?
I'm trying to see if based on what I've already seen being in and around that forge, if I think this would help power it.
You can make an investigation check on the forge if you want, but you'd have to get close to the forge.
If I join her, can I give her the help action? I'm thinking something similar, like maybe with my axe or something. Whatever shards we have. So yeah.
All right. So
doesn't my staff of defense have it too?
Mm-hmm.
You can also make an investigation check or try to figure out what might be going on.
All right. So I got a total of 16.
Okay. Nix, would you also like to try to investigate the forge to try to get a sense of it? Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check. Nix, it's kind of hard. You're not mechanically inclined towards this. Forges are probably not something you've had a lot of experience with. Not that any of you probably have, but Gundren will clearly point out the hole in the forge, which looks like it has a screw-in component. That something was purposely designed to power this forge. It might be the same kind of thing, a battery, but it might not be the exact fit that this was built for, if that makes sense.
So would any of our pieces work regardless, or does it need to be that specific one that was removed?
One never knows if something works until they stick it in. Would you like to stick it in?
We would like to stick it in with protection first.
Oh.
How would you like to stick this in?
Well, we don't want to just jam it in there.
Are you using your axe?
Would you like to dip it into the water first for lubrication?
Right.
Tobin walks over there and just...
Wait, get the octopus. Go get the...
Tobin spits on
Get
it.
the octopus.
Oh, heavens.
I'm so glad I'm dry tonight. I'm already too loopy for this session, y'all.
Okay, so
I need another hit.
does it look like my shard would fit in the receptacle it's supposed to fit into?
Doesn't matter, you can always make it fit.
It looks like it's a different size. Okay. It looks like yours is probably smaller than what was in there.
All the burns on Echo tonight. Okay.
If you jiggle it around a little, it might start working better.
What about Nyx's staff? Would that look like it would fit more perfectly? Like just
Also smaller.
It's,
This looks like it might have been a bigger chunk of the obelisk.
and Grum's shards are pretty much welded onto the blade of his axe.
Grubs doesn't have shard. He has an ore of a similar nature.
Oh, okay.
Grub found raw material. Everybody else found
Refined.
shattered pieces.
Oh, they found. Okay, I get you now.
Gundren puts his hand in the hole and says, "Do you see how big this thing is? Takes my whole fist." And pulls it out and says, "Would you like me to go searching around?"
I just start Tobin's cracking up laughing on the ground like man, you can't say things like that. You can't say things like that. You're just giggling.
Echo shoots Tobin a look.
Nundro looks at you and says, his whole life he's walked through, he doesn't have a clue. His whole life.
Echo's gonna blush and just start walking away.
Gundren also starts to walk away and he says, if they won't do it, I'll find it myself.
I would like.
Do you guys just let Gundren go?
Is he going east there?
He's heading down this
Okay,
hallway.
I'll follow Gundren.
I am as well, quote unquote.
Tobin's just sitting here.
All right, does anybody...
Yeah, I'm going to.
All right, Nyx, do
I
you
guess
follow?
I
Somebody
go
needs to
too.
stay with. Oh, unless he's gonna follow with us, then never mind. Let's get to say.
Nundro will not... feels like he doesn't want to be left alone.
Yeah, I was about to yell.
Finally.
I was about to yell to him, like, none, bro. Come on, guy. Unless you want to stay here and get kidnapped, get your ass
I'm
kicked again.
coming. Gundren goes to this door here, and Nundro goes, "What are you doing? Anything could be behind there. Stop it!" And Gundren looks back and he says, "They've already killed everything.
No, don't say that.
What could possibly be in here that's
oh,
worse?"
Lord, Gundren.
Like, buddy,
Do you guys let Gundren
No.
open the door?
Yeah, no, we're gonna stop that right now.
like, Gundren, dude, I am tired. Okay, buddy.
I'll tell you what.
Going to bed.
Y'all go take a nap, and I'll fix the damn forge.
No taking a nap. You get away from the door.
He won't fight you. He'll step away from the door. And he goes, "Fine, but my love, open the door." And he starts chuckling to himself.
We can open the door after a nap. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
All right, you all go take a nap, and I'll fix the forge.
I'm like, yeah, come on, guys. Let's go make some food and hunker down for the night.
Yep. I'm gonna clap
So we're
Gundren
taking the
on the back.
longest, right? 8 hours. Is that what everyone's in agreement on?
What?
Are we resting for 8 hours? Long rest or short rest, basically? What are we planning to do?
I have nothing left
Nothing
Except
left.
for a little-
Okay.
except for a bunny hop. That's it.
I've got
Okay,
One
does
rage.
the group go back to the rec room, or do they find a new spot?
Rec room
How-
sounds good
how-
to me.
How badly does Sildar's body stink right now?
It doesn't. I took care of that.
Oh, that's right.
I think general repose lasts like several
Yeah,
days.
it's a 10-day deal.
Oh, great. Yeah, let's head back there then.
As I walk by, I'm gonna clap Gundren on the shoulder and say, "You know, some of us just don't have that dwarven hardiness. Good night."
You're talking about the bunny, aren't you?
I am. Bless his heart.
All right. Well, you guys go take a nap, and we'll fix the forge.
Yep. Go find
Before
I'll be a
everyone
Rockseeker.
leaves out, Rum wanted to kind of just stand on the edge of this little ledge here and just to kind of get a better view of what's down here, basically.
Oh, there's Grum.
Yeah, he's just trying to like scope the rest of that chamber out really quick. See if there's other doors or openings. Yeah, 2 more double doors.
There's another set of double doors, and there is a hallway that has a light glow to it.
Okay. Good enough for me. And then Grim will just steady walk on back to his designated corner mattress.
All right, so the party settles in. Normal question. What precautions would the party like to take?
Forward.
I would.
I'll take first watch.
I feel like someone should have been left with the dwarfs.
You can try to convince them to come in there with you. If you stay out there with them, though, it might affect your ability to take a long rest.
I open the door and I yell out, "Yell at the first possible sign of anything," and then I go and lay back down. And I yell it out in
Okay.
I yell it out in Dwarvish so they know that it's kind of like so they know I'm a little more
Familiarity, yeah.
Yeah.
Do me a. You don't even have to roll persuasion. They just yell, "We'll let you know. We'll fix it. Don't worry.
And,
We'll find the missing piece."
and watch out for undead things.
All right. Okay, so first question. What precautions do you guys take, if any?
I'll take. Did someone say second watch yet? I know someone said first watch.
I'll take first watch.
I'll-
I don't think someone said first watch.
I thought someone said first watch, but
Yeah.
I'll take. Okay, if that's the case, I'll take second watch or whatever watch. But whatever watch I'm gonna do, I'm gonna post myself here so I can keep an eye out for them whenever I take
I'll
them.
take.
Okay, do you guys leave the doors unlocked?
This one over here, this one right here, come on. This one right here, I'm definitely going to lock.
Okay, what about the other one?
Leave it cracked or leave it open so we can hear them.
Are you
Okay.
serious?
I'll be
I mean-
posted.
Okay, I guess we're taking watches, so.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So with that, the party starts to drift off to sleep. Grum, Echo, and Nyx, the world starts to have a little bit of a vibrant hum to it. And everybody drifts off to sleepy sleep. And everybody has the same
Oh no.
reaction.
Oh no.
And
Huh?
we have to have our right to open.
What the hell? I don't like this.
You are all standing in front of a gigantic dark cave. The snow underneath your feet cracks as you move. The wind whips from up the hills, down, and then through. Nyx, if you happen to turn around, you see a snow-covered valley with a bunch of dead trees and long twists and turns, and you've seen this before. This was the valley of your vision when you first encountered your piece of the obelisk.
Oh shit.
And Grum, you see a Goliath woman. She's got many wrinkles, but she is very much a Goliath. She comes out and she goes, "Took you long enough. Come,
The fuck?
come."
Like, hey, Grum, it's one of you.
Bring the tribe. Come.
Like, Grum, it's an old woman, you.
Grum puts a hand out in front of you, Tobin, to kind of keep you from stepping past him. And he says he addresses the elderly Goliath over there, saying in a very firm tone of voice, he says, tell us your name, woman. And where are we?
I am Alia, tent mother to all Goliath. Come. Come, my son. Come.
Tent mother. Oh my god. Tent mother to all Goliath, you said? She said?
Yep, that is how she referred to herself.
As a Goliath, I know what she's referring to, correct?
Roll either a history or a religion check. You know what a tent mother is? That would be a Goliath that suckles the young.
Okay. It's been a while, apparently, so I forgot.
There are some things that are overwhelming, so it might just not be coming to hand. This is all a very surreal experience.
Yeah.
And she's motioning you in, and she disappears into the cave.
Are we able to move, or is this like a dream sequence?
You're all able to move, just as if you're all there. Your senses, there's no reason to believe you're not there.
Okay, gotcha.
I think
what would you like to do?
I think Rum is going to. He's gonna. I think he's gonna like not be trustworthy, but he's gonna like kind of feel like there's no other real choice right now, and he's gonna like address the party and say, "Look, I don't know this woman, but you know, it's either that or." And then motioning to everything behind us, or that.
I'm gonna reach up, put my hand on Grum's shoulder, and say, "Well, we're following you."
I'm not used to leading, so.
She's gonna give him a little push.
You get nudged. All right, so Grum will just shake his head and then just try to fake it, to make it, and start walking in. And if they follow, they follow.
And in show of support, I'm going to follow close behind them.
Okay, there are 3 passageways, left, right, and center. In the center, you see the steady glow of a fire. And you sense the presence of other Goliath sitting there waiting for you.
I think Grum will enter just there and kind of pause. Like, here, I'll move myself just a little bit more so y'all can file in. But yeah, he's hesitant.
As you come in, there is a throne, a stone throne in the center, and a Goliath sitting on there. He looks like the specimen of a pure Goliath, muscles rippling. He looks deadly to the sight of him. And he looks over at the other Goliaths and says, "Is he the one?" And they nod. And he says, "Introduce yourself. Who are you?"
I'm Grum Skull Crusher. What do you want with me? And he is saying this kind of softly, like a little bit less confident.
Rocco looks over at the old woman and says, "This is the one that stands at the crossroads of destiny." Absurd. And the woman answers back, I've seen it. I've seen him stand here. Guide him. And the Goliath on the throne goes,
When he
and he says,
I was going to kind of interrupt them, like before he could respond and say, "What?" With a little bit less patience now, he's going to say, "What are you talking about? What does the crossroads of destiny have to do with me?" And just what the fuck, you guys? What is this?
He stands up and he towers over everyone. And so, wrong button. He towers over everyone inside and he says, I wonder that too. Why someone as weak as you would stand here, placed by fate. What is your name, child?
My name is Grum Skullcrusher, and who are you? Now he's a little irritable.
Who gave you your name?
Who gave me my name? Believe? So in response to his question, he'll pound his chest a couple of times with his fist, and he says, Skullcrusher is the name I chose for myself. As for Grum, I cannot answer that.
Let me ask you this. Why do you play so weak? He takes another step towards you.
Weak.
Do you know who I am, boy?
Grum just looks.
Surely you've heard of
Grum
me.
just looks at him dead stare and says, "You are nobody to me. And it seems I am just somebody for you to dog out. So again, I ask you, what am I doing here?"
He takes one more step forward and he looks down at you as he towers over you. And he says, I am the great chieftain of our people. All hands bow before me. I have led armies. I have birthed nations. And I stand before someone afraid of his own shadow.
I'm just going to take a half step forward here.
As you do, the old woman steps forward and she puts up her hand and she says, Some things are for the tribe, little one.
I'll nod.
And you hear a voice behind Brackle from Wizen the Wise, and he says, He's clearly not getting it. He's young and dumb. Show him. Brackle lifts up his hand in a gesture that he's going to choke you.
Oh, hell no. Grum definitely takes like a small step back just to create some space, and he drops the shield and battle axe and picks up his great axe. Ready for a fight.
As you take a step back, make a strength saving throw.
I'm good at those. 19.
Good job.
So give me one sec. So what would his be? He grabs your neck as you fail to save from him.
Oh my god, of course.
He grips you with unbound strength and he says, Rage, child.
Oh, I
And
don't
he
even
starts to
hesitate.
squeeze.
I rage.
Okay, go ahead and make another. He's got you, so this would be a This would be a strength athletics check.
Okay. It would saving throw or check.
Nope. The initial grab is a saving throw. To break it after the hold is a check.
Okay.
A check against his DC.
Oh,
Which I don't know if you're strong enough to break, honestly.
+5, damn. 23.
As he keeps squeezing your neck, he says, "Name the men that you have killed."
I'm struggling. Struggling. I'm choking. Grum
I
says,
reach out, like, there's the black staff guy. Don't, if you need help.
Grum still choking says, they were all nameless. None of them had names to begin with, and if they did, they didn't matter.
He says, "To be killed by one as weak as you, it wouldn't matter." And he lets go of your neck, and he says, "To a Goliath, getting killed by the strong is a mercy, getting killed by the weak a punishment, and you let all those who linger under you be punished. We are your ancestors, boy. You keep calling on our power. It's time to embrace who you are. Let your weakness go. Grum, killer of the bounty hunter, Griff. Grum, killer of Drog. Grum, crusher of flame skulls. Embrace your destiny, child, and become strong."
When he says Drog's name, Grum fights to maintain himself and his composure. And
he watches you struggle, and he just starts shaking his head. Go on.
Grum would fall on his knees. I am not sure why it rolled an athletics check just now. I didn't mean to. Okay. Anyway, Grum would
It's a very good athletics check.
I know, right?
It's a very powerful fall on your knees.
Right. I didn't even swap over, so I don't get it. Grum would fall on his knees and just repeat that name back out aloud. Drog. And then he's gonna think, like, silently. He's just gonna be in his head and kind of remember the event that happened.
As you remember the slaughter of your cousin, Alia steps up and she says, "He doesn't understand. He wasn't raised in your ways, chieftain. Allow me to be softer." And Alia holds up her hands to you, Grum, palms up in a gesture to take them. Do you take them?
Yeah.
As you do, she very gently folds her hands on top of yours and she says, "His death was fine. He's been with you the entire time, and you've pushed him out. Look behind you." And as you do, you feel a presence behind you. And she says, "What Brockle, great chieftain and child of mine, is saying is that you carry the dead with you always. and to sulk and mourn his weakness. Let his name be known. Let all who die under your hand be sung with your glory, and find strength through that. And the great chieftains of the past will guide you. A great destiny awaits for you. The far realm is invading, and you have permitted enemies to gain power for fear of your weakness. It's time for you to be strong and gather the fragments. Your cousin will forgive you if he is honored in your strength, in your weakness, in your lament, in your regret. All of us are dishonored, son. With that, Grub, do you want to say anything really quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and face Draw. And I am going to say, cousin, I did not mean to kill you. I only wanted a different life. If I could do things over again, I most surely would. I'm so sorry, cousin.
And Drog looks at you. It's not a judgmental look. It's not a look of hatred. It's not even a look of empathy and understanding. It's just a look at you. And Rockle says, he is a part of you. He accepts it. Make him strong by being strong. A task for you, Grum Skull Crusher. You permitted the dragon to take the shard from the castle. Take it back. And take them all back. He points at Drog, will follow you. I will watch you. And the chieftains, he holds up his hands, indicates the three behind him. The chieftains will be there, skull crushers in their own right. We are your ancestors. Honor us with your strength. And as he speaks, you hear the sounds of two dwarves screaming.
Oh, sake.
Oh. Can't leave him alone for a second.
As about an hour passes,
That's it. Oh man. These dumbasses. There's another flame skull.
and everybody roll initiative.
Damn it.
Of course.
21.
Oh. I'm sorry, y'all, but that was one intense for me. I'm still kind of like reeling.
Let me find the specific encounter again. Alright, new initiatives. So, Rum 19, Nyx 19, Echo. Where'd Echo go?
I think it was.
Echo 15. And Tobin 20. Tobin, you're rolling good on initiatives today.
only could roll something to give me a friggin' spell slots back.
You all would have benefited from another short rest, just so you're all aware.
Yay.
All right. With that, Tobin, you hear these two dwarves screaming. They're yelling, "Holy shit! Fire Skull! Ah!"
No.
What would you like to do?
I wake up, I poke my head out, and I go, will you keep it down? We're trying to sleep. We're tired from killing zombies and fire skulls and more zombies and drow and bugbears and whatever the hell else we fought in here. It's one fire skull, guys.
You say that the fire skull is floating above the bellows.
I'm gonna vicious mockery the fire skull. Fuck it. Hate this little fucker.
All right, what does your vicious mockery? How do you mock this thing?
Your friend chose death over being my. Your friend or what? Oh, you look like something I'd buy in a shitty little store to get my to spark my one hitter. Man, it's a wisdom 14 save.
All right, this thing is going to roll. He rolled 5.
All right, he takes 2 damage and he has a disadvantage on his next attack roll.
All right, 2 damage. Grum, there are screams from everywhere out that door.
Oh wait, I should have said it, and I'm stepping back inside too.
All right.
Actually, no.
You nope out of the way.
Nope, I take that back. I'm standing out here. You know what? If that thing decides it's going to attack someone, it's going to attack me. And we don't need any more dead NPCs.
Oh, sweet summer child. Grum.
Grum is gonna dash all the way over here. Weapons in hand.
You see your potential third flame skull.
And I know I use my action to dash, but is it possible I could roll something either inside or whatever to see if it's the same one or not? Top of game, I know. In character, I don't.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll, do a bonus insight
Thank you
check.
so much. You're such a good DM.
Such a merciful DM.
Right here.
You can't with a 10. You can't tell.
Other DMs I've had are like
you've seen
really
one
hardcore.
flame skull. You've seen them all.
I've seen 3 of these bitches now, and they are pissing me off. Oh,
3 or so.
real quick, when in the dream sequence, and he said to rage, and I do. Did that use my rage or no? Okay.
Nope.
I marked it off. So
Do let me know the next time you
I
rage,
sure
though.
will.
All right, Nyx. Screams from everywhere.
Nyx is gonna pop to about right here.
Okay. And what would you like to do?
Well, Tobin, you've done an attack on the skull, right?
Yeah, more like pissed it off, but sure.
Can I make it even more angry and throw a firebolt at it?
I think you should.
You go right ahead and see. Go right ahead. 12 flies over it. It doesn't hit.
I tried.
You hit the back wall with your firebolt. More fire to the situation. Echo.
All right. I love going multiple sessions without a long rest, y'all. It's amazing.
Yeah, it really
Me
intensifies
too.
things. I had a DM. We played fresh every week, and I hated it. It was boring.
Okay, Echo, what would you like to
15,
do?
20, 25, 30. If I stand here, do I have a clean shot?
You have yeah, you have line of sight on
Okay,
it.
that's all I need. Has it been hit yet?
It has been mocked viciously.
Okay.
Yeah, it has, little bastard.
With mean words.
Very, very mean. All right. I'm going to fire a guiding bolt at it.
Okay.
Properly exhausted. 17.
17 hits.
Nine points of damage.
Okay. Let me just see. So it doesn't matter that it's undead, right?
No.
Nope, but the next attack roll against it does have
Yes.
advantage before the end of your next turn.
Yes.
Alright, so it's gonna take 9 points of damage. And as it takes that damage, swaying back and forth above the bellows, it's going to make its first attack against our boy Gundren.
Oh no, all this work and Gundren's gonna die.
I know, right?
Uh-oh.
And let me see what Gundren's stat block should be real quick. Right?
Yeah, catchy.
Alright, so I can't necessarily find what his stat block should be, so he is going to get hit with that 13, because I don't think he's very well armored. And with that, you're going to see Gundren go down as his back gets scorched. And Flame Boy will so hit Nundro.
Yo, he changed his name. I just noticed.
Oh my god.
And Nundro goes down. They're each alive, but they're each breathing pretty heavily. That's our Nundro.
Lordy.
Tobin.
Ooh. Damn, got like nothing. Alrighty. Oh wait, I don't think I ever did the short rest thing. Hold on. Great. Yep, still gave me nothing back. Alright, yeah, I think I'm just gonna hit it with a crossbow. Screw it. Let's see. Oh, yep, critical fail.
You try to click at it. It doesn't really fire. You're like tilted, it shoots off, hits the wall, slides, doesn't do anything.
Like, ooh, that's discouraging. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. Grum Skull Crusher.
Okay, the top of the, I believe that's the bellows. About how high up does that look?
It's not high. It's about your chest level if you'd
Oh,
consider that
shit.
high at its height. You could easily get to it, maneuver around it.
All right, 5,
It's not an
15,
impediment.
20, 25, 30. Ooh,
I'm gonna say it's in range for you to
okay,
hit.
that is cool. You know what? We're gonna rage.
Okay, and as you rage, you notice that the spot Brackle's hand grabbed your neck begins to glow
Holy shit!
in the outline of his hand.
Holy shit!
Oh,
Yo, that's
Nice.
kinky,
New neck tattoo.
right? Oh. All right, hold on. I gotta jot that in my notes. Also, I'm refreshing my page, so forgive me, y'all.
That's fine.
Hey,
This flame skull is just hissing. Grummet looks at you like you're an old friend, just so you know.
Uh,
I think that's the confirmation I was looking for earlier. All right, we're refreshed now. So we're raging. Click it off. Okay, there we go. And oh, it doesn't give me advantage on athletics checks anymore. Interesting.
So you are aware, if you attack the flame skull this round, you have natural advantage from Echo's guiding bolt.
Right. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do anyway, because, yeah, free advantage. Can't let it go to waste. And that looks like it's gonna be a 13 plus 6 is a 19 to hit. Yep.
19 hits. Your blade finds its way in the slot that Echo's light has lit up.
Only 5 damage that time.
It's a clean hit, but not the best of hits.
I think before finishing my turn, I'm gonna address Gundren and Dr. Bro.
They're both incapacitated on the floor currently.
Then never mind. That is my son.
Okay, Nyx.
okey-dokey. I'm gonna try another firebolt.
Alright, roll to attack. You hit the bellows, but not the flame skull.
Okay, that's my turn.
Wah indeed. Echo.
are Gundren and Nundro like unconscious?
It doesn't look like they're dead. It looks like they're very badly burnt, though.
Okay. Well, I can't reach him anyway. All right, I'm gonna throw a Toll the Dead at the skull. So I would like a Wisdom 13 save, please. Actually, I would like you to roll like a 12, but you know.
Do I still get to roll with advantage from earlier?
No, you insulted us. It's been revoked.
We're dead.
He fails. He fails.
Okay, and this I have to roll myself
The custom. Right.
because it doesn't get right. Okay. Okay.
Uh-oh.
11.
That's pretty decent. You see parts of this thing's jaw just get blown away. And now it's just the top part of the skull floating in air. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Grum, you see little dots of flame appear above this thing. There are 4 in total. 2 of them veer off and hit Nundro and Gunbro. Nunbro? The bros.
Nunbo and... Damn, I didn't even say bro.
The other one hits you, and the 4th one hits Echo. So...
See something.
Let's see here. Grum, take 4 points of damage.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It says, while raging, for my ancestral protectors, while raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn has disadvantage. On any attack that isn't against you.
That's fine, but there's no attack roll for this. This is an automatic hit. And 4 points to Echo.
Okay.
4 points to Grum, 4 points to
Okay,
Echo.
well, there's a second part that says when the target hits a creature other than you, that
Oops.
target has resistance to the damage dealt. Does that also not apply because it wasn't an attack roll?
It did hit Echo, so I would say that the way that reads... Let me read it real quick. Features and traits. That's the ancestral protectors,
Yes.
right? Okay. So yeah, she's gonna have resistance to that damage. So that would cut it in half. So Echo take 2, Grum take 4,
Oh.
Nunbro and Gundren each also will take
Half?
slight. They'll take half, but they're in death saving throw mode. Which let's see how they do. They each did well.
Good
Okay.
for them.
Thank God.
They're not doing well, but to the top of the order with Tobin.
Tobin. What's he gonna do? You never know. Tobin's gonna shoot another crossbow, because that's all he can really do. Does a 12 hit.
12 does not.
I just scream at it. Will you just fucking die again already? And I'm done.
Grum. What would you like to do?
What I really want to do is put this fucking flame skull in the forge. That's what I want to do.
Would you like to?
Well, where would I need
Would you
to
like
put
to
it?
try
Like,
to
what
craft-
part of this whole contraption would be where I would put anything?
The light bulb. Thinger.
What?
The light bulb thinger.
The light bulb?
The screw area, and I believe she's referencing the part that the obelisk
Yeah.
came out of.
Ah. Okay. And where is? Well, I'll just. Okay, so I'm gonna grab.
It's by Nundro.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's on your
grab this
side.
thing. So let it.
All right, let's see how it does on its saving throw. And yours would be 5, so your save DC is 15. So it needs to roll 15 or higher. He fails. You grab this
Bring
thing,
that out of here,
but
boy.
as you do, you take 3 points of fire damage because you are touching a literal open skull frame.
Right. That's cool.
But he's in your
Good.
hand.
He's going to get stuffed in here, wherever here is that Nick's pointed out. He's getting stuffed in there.
Okay. You can stuff him in the hole.
Is there a latch to like close behind him?
No, there's no latch. It's an open hole.
What do I have in my game? Let's see. Right.
The grabbing was an action. Do you want to do anything? Do you want to say anything? Move anywhere?
Would it be an action to kind of plug the hole as well, or no?
Yeah, you'd need to grab something else and kind of try to.
Because that's what I would want to do. If I have to wait
over.
till my next turn, I'll do that. I'm basically going to use my mining pick to plug that hole.
Yeah, to get anything in securely, or to try to, you would have to wait till your next turn.
All right, so then how about I just make like Hodor and brace myself against it? Is that doable?
Yeah, he'd still be rolling against your escape DC if he tries to escape.
Okay, so I'll do that then. I'll push him into the furnace area, plug it with my. I guess I'll stick my thumb in there, and then I'll say to the party, "Quick, help me plug the hole."
Remember, this is over a fist-sized hole.
Oh, well, then I'll shove my forearm into it. I'll just do what I have to do to plug the hole with my body, or even just stand in front of it if I have to.
Nick's Grum Skull Crusher palmed this skull and took it over to the forge. What would you like to do? He has also taken away line of sight for anybody else to attack it.
Oh, so I couldn't even seal him shut with a. Let me see what.
You could go over and try to maneuver something, but it's like you more see Grum up to his bicep, just trying to have his hand in this hole.
I did say to everybody, help me plug it up, so you at least know what I'm trying to do for the time being.
Brum, you disgust me.
You know, Tobin, you're really one to judge, and I'm not even mad at you for it.
The crossbow wouldn't plug it, would it?
It's not really a good shape to try to seal it in there.
Could I firebolt it shut?
You can try to make an attack roll against the forge, but it is a forge. It's used to a tremendous amount of heat, so you probably can't get anything hot enough to.
You'd probably
fire
be
is
better
my
off using
element.
other effects. Like if you have ice, anything that deals ice, you could probably use ice to seal it or something.
You could try to go over there and weld it shut.
I was thinking. I could shock it shut. I could.
If you want to go over there and try to use your power to weld it shut, I'm all for that.
You're all for me shocking it shut.
However you want to try to do it. If you want to use your firebolt and try to like weld it shut, that's fine. Or you could try to go over and seal it some other way.
Let's see. Hold on. 6 would only get me to about right here.
About right where?
About a square and a half away from the forge.
You could fire a firebolt at it if you wanted to try that.
Actually, if I may, really quick, you could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could get right next to Grump.
Right, like
you could get as far as here.
right here?
You could go further down if you wanted, because you can use diagonals as well. Remember, and it still counts as 5 feet as a square. Yeah.
Yeah, you could get up to there.
Then I could shock it.
Okay.
Go ahead or no?
Just so you know, yeah, you can roll an attack roll. Just keep in mind that Grump's arm is actively in this.
True.
But if you want to, you can go ahead and roll an attack roll.
But I don't want to hurt Grum.
He's used to it.
Do it, bastards.
Just
Grum
do
is
it,
brave. Grum is not weak.
Okay, I'll try. We'll try.
I'm gonna say 14 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
4 doesn't do much.
Grum, do me a favor. Do a Constitution saving roll.
All right. Ooh, nat 26, baby. Let's go. Ooh.
You've been shocked once or twice in your life. You make it through
Yay.
this.
Do I still take that 4 damage though, or no? Oh,
No.
on save, cantrip. Never mind.
You're good.
I'm gonna give Nyx a little wink, like.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Echo, what would you like to do?
All right. 15. It's a little crowded. Do either of the Rockseeker brothers look worse than the other?
They both look equally bad. Like they could pass away at any
All
moment.
right. Well, Gundren gets spare the dying.
Okay, Gundren is spared. He's stable. Anything else?
Let's see, 5, 10. Oh wait, he's right here. I'm gonna roll around behind Nyx here.
Alright.
That's all I got. Y'all better handle this skull, because I'm tired.
Me too.
Grum, as your hand is plugging up the hole, it starts to heat up everything. 16 doesn't hit.
No.
And 16 again doesn't hit. It's almost like you're smothering the flames as you have your hand
Oh
in
my
there.
god, I totally forgot about that.
Okay, Tobin, what would you like to add to the shit show?
I've kind of lost track of what's happening. Can you just kind of reframe it for me?
Grum has his arm stuck in a hole. Nick shot it.
Hold on. Tobin, I want you to imagine that Grum has a hole in front of him, which he has inserted his whole arm up to the bicep. I want you to think that Nyx is shocking it into life, and that Echo is having mercy on the dead, dying dwarves.
Yeah, I think the thing what I'm lost is I completely forgot why his hand is in the freaking machine in the first place.
It's in the machine because he is holding the thing that is steadily pulsating. So he's got his hand in this, and there's a steady pulsating sensation that's running through it.
Okay.
Because he's holding the flame skull in there.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna come over here. Well, I guess I'll... Fuck. Alright, you know, I'm just gonna dash over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I guess I'll just hold on to Grum to, like, help him hold it in there. Like, brace him.
Grum, you feel the steady, furry embrace of Tobin behind you, guiding you.
Feel me rubbing my foot up against your leg.
Grum looks at Tobin and gives him a little wink too.
Grum, what would you like to do?
Yeah, what? Let me see. I think if it's about my forearm there, and then yeah, I feel like a mining pick would, like, the handle would be about a similar like circumference. So Grum is going to take his mining pick and quickly replace his forearm with it by jamming the grip of the pick into the orifice.
Say orifice again.
Orifice.
Yeah, buddy.
What role would this possibly be?
Dex check, maybe, or
Are you trying to jam it in there? Let's say strength athletics.
Maybe at this point he should try rolling a sleight of hand check. Maybe.
I was considering that too. But either is fine. I don't mind.
Dealer's choice.
Dealer chose a 13 in athletics.
Okay. So you jam up the hole.
Sweet.
You pull out your arm, you jam up the
so
hole.
Once the hole is clogged, basically, I'm just gonna kind of brace the axe, like the pickaxe, to keep it in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna look, and I'm gonna say to the party, we should probably try to, like, use it as a fuel source. What about Gundren and Nunbro? Can they be revived to help us the fuck out with this?
Not until tomorrow.
Ugh. This fucking flaming skull, he says in aggravation.
Okay. Nyx?
I don't have any kind of healing spells.
Typically sorcerers don't.
Do I still have a healing potion?
You probably do.
I think I do. I think I'm looking at one.
Your inventory says you have one.
Which one looks pretty bad?
Gundren's kind of stabilized. Nunbro is not.
Okay. I'm gonna give Nunbro a healing potion.
Alright, roll 2d4. So on the bottom left of the screen, 2d4s, and we'll add 2. Okay, so he gets back. His eyes snap back open, and he looks up and he goes, "Holy shit, what a ride!"
Well, the ride's still going, bro. Get up and help us out.
Echo?
All right, Nundro's up. I can't see the skull.
No, it's currently behind a plugged hole.
Okay. How is everybody other than the dwarves? How are they looking?
I think everybody's decent.
I'm healthy.
Okay, well, I'm not going to waste that then.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, not that one. Here we go. I'm going to. So this forge isn't very tall, correct?
It's big for a forge.
So Grum is
You can see over it.
7 foot or so. Let's see. Grum is 7'2", and you said that the top of the forge reached to about the center of his chest.
Yeah, it sounds about right. I mean, it's big for a forge.
Right. Can I, with my movement, climb over it to get within touch distance of Gundren?
Yeah, it'd just be kind of rough terrain as you're climbing
Okay,
over it.
that's fine. I don't need much. Alright, Echo's gonna kneel down, get close to Gundren's face, both hands on his cheeks, and it is not lay on hands, it is healing hands. So I'm gonna restore 4 hit
Okay.
points to Gundren. And
His eyes open up. He sees you, and he sees your wings, and he says, "I've been touched by an angel."
yes, you have, darling. Now take your brother and get the hell out of the way.
Okay.
Good boy. Off you go.
Okay, and
Nice.
Flame Skull's turn. Grum, make a dexterity saving throw.
Where's the grind?
That's going to be a 22.
Okay, so Tobin, also make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm sorry, me was a good time. Ooh.
You got this. Yeah.
Oh. You guys each very nimbly get out of the way as the pick that he put in there shoots out in a bolt of fire, propelling it. And the little flame skull flies out, and it tries to fly away. Nyx, would you like to take an attack of opportunity against this thing?
Yes, I sure would.
All right, roll to attack.
All right. Let me get back to my action, little doodad.
Okay, and for this, it would be a melee attack, so probably one of the daggers.
Okay.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, that's good damage. And Grum, it tries to fly out of your reach. Would you like to take an attack of opportunity?
It can only be an attack, correct?
So if you want to try to grapple it again, you are welcome to.
Yeah.
It's qualified as an unarmed attack, so it will attempt to save against your DC.
All right.
Which it does not. So you grapple this
Thank
thing. I need you to take 4 points of fire damage as this thing's fire goes through your fingertips, and he will turn around and with his other attack miss you with a 17.
So
he tries to spit fire in your face, and you kind of redirect it away.
So I do have him grappled, though, correct?
You do.
Okay.
He still had actions, though.
Just wanted to.
Nunbro and Gundren each scramble up, and they each very carefully try to skirt around the forge. He climbs over it. Tobin, you see this thing. It looks like it's about ready to fall apart. It's in Grum's hands.
Well, I am going to stab it with my rapier. Let's see if I can actually hit it this time. Ooh, does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
Yay. He will take 8 points of damage.
As you do that, you pierce him. You pierce the bone. It explodes in Grum's hand. Grum, make a dexterity saving throw.
Everyone, dexterity saving throw. Fireball.
It's gonna be an 11.
All right. Grum, you can't get your hand out of the way quick enough of this thing. As it explodes into your grasp, take another point of damage.
Yeah.
And as the flame skull explodes, that seems like a good place to call it for the week.
Oh no!
No.
3 flame skulls, no waiting.
3. What? Wait, what?
You had the flame skull from the first time. You had the flame skull at the start of this time. And now you had the flame skull at the end of this time. That's 3 flame skulls.
Oh, that's right. I thought one of them was the first one. I thought the first one got away. I thought I remembered that.
Can I metagame real quick?
If you want.
It's the same fucking flame skull. It's no 1, 2, 3. It's the same fucking one. It doesn't get trauma killed. Yeah. There's only one way to permanently kill it, and we're kind of reliant on Echo for that. Assumingly.
Isn't it to kill the person summoning it?
No. So for the flame skull, the only way to permanently kill it is to douse it with holy water. Otherwise, it just keeps coming back.
It's not the only way, but it's one way.
Oh, that's the only way I know of, personally. So,
I mean, it is a flame skull, so you would think Nyx would have some kind of elemental power over it.
You have dragon blood, and it is undead.
I would say over it, no. You're not. You wouldn't be as hurt by it, certainly.
You have fire resistance, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why. You chose fire as your dragon type, that's why.
Yes.
What color, if I may ask? Gold or red or...
I think...
Actually, as a tiefling, she would have natural resistance as a tiefling.
That's right. I totally forget you're a tiefling, damn it.
I am a tiefling sorcerer. I can't remember.
Over demons and dragons. Interesting. Not oak, but you have feelings for that.
People have been getting freaky in your family.
I picked the green dragon.
Oh, interesting. That's poison, right? Yeah.
That is poison.
Interesting.
All right, guys. I gotta get
Grum,
sleep.
you have had an...
Sorry, guys. I gotta get sleep quickly.
Tobin, sleep well.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
Good night, bro.
Tobin, you've had an encounter with the ancestors.
Finally, bro.
Maybe
Grum.
the first of many.
You said Tobin?
Tobin. I don't know why, but you two, I just keep like crossing in my mind and saying the wrong name.
It's all good, man. It bothers me none. Hey, I give you so many props for that dream sequence with the ancestors. So that legit got my emotions a little riled up.
Remember, there was more than one ancestor
Right.
there.
Right.
Grub might have a fan club.
I know there was Brackle, there was Aaliyah, and then what was another one? Witzer, or something.
Wizen the
Within
Wise.
the Wise, yeah. Oh my God, you did so good. Good job.
If you want the others, you just have to watch this one.
I
put it
know.
on
I'm gonna
YouTube.
definitely, because I have to go back and add some more stuff to my notes because so much happened that I didn't get to write down. I was too caught up, man.
I
was too caught up in it.
I will say this. I did not expect us to still be in Wayfaker Cave at the end of this.
Well, you know, if you'd stopped throwing flaming skulls at us, we probably would have been further along by now.
The stat block is the stat block.
Oh, shit.
Just... Nope, I'm not going to say anything.
Fucking gotta wait for next week again. I'm sorry, but I wish we could play 2 games a week, man. Y'all are just amazing.
If my work would allow it.
Right.
I do 2 games a week with people. It's draining. It's
I
draining.
got invited to another campaign on Wednesdays, and I gotta decide quickly if I'm gonna take that spot or not.
Mm.
Is it a good campaign?
Well, I think it's Avernus that they're running, but they've had some players that aren't able to play for a little while. So the request has been made to bring in another female player or 2. So I know that the guy running it is really sweet, but I'm always a little hesitant to play with people that I don't know and make a commitment. So,
Oh, you know us.
I know you guys.
You made. I like that. You made a commitment. You made a blind commitment to us, and it paid
did.
off.
It really paid off. It gives me hope for this next one.
I am happy. I am very happy the way everything's going,
Oh yeah.
and I'm happy that you're all letting me indulge my creativity.
Dude, we are more than happy to.
Yes. I look forward to our Friday night.
Yes. Absolutely.
People asking me, why do you like Friday nights so much? And I'm like, because I get to go and play with people that I don't see. And they're all over the place.
That's why you like it.
And we go on adventures, and I can just not think about work for 2 hours.
Right.
Right.
Just a reminder, if there's anything that you guys want to see or play with in the game, like story-wise, just let me know, and I'll try to find a way to fit in the story for you guys to make it closer to how you guys want to play.
Yeah, I've been meaning to message you about something. I gotta work on it a little bit more, but I'll probably do that this week.
I look forward to seeing it.
You don't have to use it. No pressure. I'm just gonna throw you some ideas, and whatever happens, happens. I trust you.
Is it about the Great Tet Mother?
Maybe.
The great wet nurse of the
Yes. Yes, I definitely have something to link Echo to that.
Fascinating. I look forward to seeing it.
That would be a trick.
Or a treat. It's coming up on Halloween.
It is.
You never know. You never know.
All right, guys. I'm gonna cut out of here and get some sleep. I got to work in the morning.
Yeah.
I do too, unfortunately.
Great session
You have to work
again.
in the morning?
Yes, I do. I have to do lesson plans and all the things to get ready for the week. So.
I hope that all goes
Thank you.
smoothly. I'm going to try to see if the 2 dogs got along well.
That's always a fun adventure.
They're such good puppies when they're not like bouncing off the walls.
Or doing zoomies around your living room.
Between the two, if the big one like starts running around, she's big enough that she can be somewhat destructive. The little one though, she's just so cute.
That's how my two are. I have to lock the little one up at night. Because if I let the little one and the big one run around when they like to play with each other, things get knocked over that I don't want knocked over. So little one has to be locked up so that big one doesn't start running around my living room.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Send me any messages that you want to, and we will talk. Have a good night.
Sounds good.
Bye, guys.